Hello, we are going to go over my classroom expectation, grades, and policies. So that way everybody's on the same page. You are expected to begin working as soon as you arrive to class when we start with our projects. You don't want to waste time. Students are required to print their full name on the back of their projects. No name equals no grade. All students will have more than enough time to complete projects during class as long as you stay on task. If you have concerns, questions, or need help, please do not wait until the last minute to ask. Each situation will be handled on an individual basis. If you need help with anything, don't just raise your hand because I can't hear that. Okay, I just can't hear you raising your hand, and I'm not sitting at my desk looking at you all waiting for someone to do that. You have to say, I need you, Barry. Hey, Barry, come see me. That is the best way to do that. All students will be using Canvas for due dates to print worksheets and submit photos of projects. Sometimes I'm printing the worksheets for you and we'll have them available. Sometimes you'll do it. You must submit a photo of your project in Canvas. It's non-negotiable. Crop it before submitting. You can do this on your own time. And yes, it does matter how you take your photo. So I will be showing you the correct way to do that before we do the first submission. Parents will have access to all the information, including due dates and when you've submitted stuff. So if you tell them, oh, I submitted it, and you didn't, you might have a problem with your parents. After you submit, please double check it, because if you close your computer too quickly, it won't submit. So you need to double check that. If you're absent, it's your responsibility to keep informed via Canvas because everything will be on there. I will have the daily class objectives posted on the whiteboard. If you were absent, you can find those in Canvas, and I will try very hard to get a screenshot for you and email those to you. I have the right to change, edit anything about the homework policy as I see fit. Do not work on other class projects during class. It's not needed. If you don't have a study hall, that's on you. Students will earn 5 points daily as a work grade, a total of 25 points a week. I do that here and there. I don't do it continuously. Having your project in front of you does not mean you are working on it. You must be actively working on it. Do not email me unless it is absolutely necessary. I prefer that you actually talk to me face to face. And when I mean it's absolutely necessary, that means that you are not in the building, meaning you are absent from school. And don't email me during class. Just come and talk to me. If it's private, we can do it privately, but don't email me. Basic classroom rules. A seating chart will be mandatory, and that will happen. Be on time. You must be in the room before the bell rings. Tardy policy is on page 15 of the student handbook, and you can go to this link right here. This is a link that takes you to the student handbook, and it's on page 15 if you've ever wanted to see it. The tardy policy, the first and second tardy are my choices. First one's going to be a verbal warning, and I will mark it down. The second one, you will have a choice of 3 things: wiping down tables, cleaning sinks, or a detention. It's your choice, whatever you want. After that, there's the ladder of tardy consequences, and it goes from there. Mr. Nelson takes that over, and that's it for that. No talking when I'm speaking, during videos, or during announcements. This is a no phone zone after last semester. So 2D, ceramics 1 and 2, no exceptions. There's no reason for it. I tried to be diplomatic about it last semester and go the route of, hey, let's work on this together. What do you think our rules should be for a phone? And that went all to heck and back. So we're doing a no phone zone. If you can't keep your phone in your book bag, it has to be in your book bag. I don't even want it out on the table. Then you have to put it behind me on my little shoe holder thing. So that's that. If you have it out, I'm just going to start writing detentions. I'm not taking it because I'm not going to be responsible for it, but I will write a detention and I will call it home. It's automatic, because I really got sick and tired of it, the disrespect. And I don't care if you have everything done. If you have everything done, you probably need to go back and rework some stuff. Because honestly, some of the artwork that I got out of some people, honestly, was crap. And they weren't paying attention and did not do what they needed to do. So, no phone zone. Be respectful to all your classmates. Another reason why we're having a no phone zone, just because of all the horrible things I heard come out of people's mouths, talking about people being ugly, how they looked, this, that. It was really gross. And I don't really know how they thought they sounded, but ew. So please really think about what's coming out of your mouth. Clean up your own work area. Yes, you'll need to clean up after yourself. You all will receive an art locker to store your stuff in. A lock is highly suggested. It is not required, but if you decide to go that route, I will need an extra key or a copy of your combo, just in case if I need to get in there for something. Students are expected to read the project information when they are assigned. Teacher-created videos will be available, so you are able to rewatch demonstrations at your convenience. Students will be responsible for visually documenting their own projects to submit to the correct area in Canvas. Keep track of your own projects. I do have Spotify, so send me suggestions of playlists for our classes. We can have table playlist days, no explicit stuff. Food in class before the bell rings, yes. After, no, we will not have that. Why? Because people do not clean up after themselves. And then we get bugs, we get ants, and that's nasty. Drinks, yes, because I will always have water or Crystal Light at my desk. Art supplies. You will always have access to current art supplies. I'm being very lenient with what you use. You will ceramic classes will still have the bins. Ceramics 1 and 2s will still be using the bins. The advanced ceramic classes will have their own um, supplies that they will use, their own tools that they will use. As far as extra stuff that I buy, um, I'm going to be pretty protective of that, um, just because of how supplies were used last semester, um, used incorrectly, things that I bought with my own money. So little extra things may not be done just because of that. 2D, you are getting a sketchbook and you get one. Painting, 2D painting, ceramic, glazing, you're responsible to make sure the paint and glaze bottles you use are clean and the lids are tight. And you're going to learn how to clean and store brushes correctly. Grading, I'm really going to be grading hard and heavily on basic construction, following instruction, and craftsmanship. So construction, instruction, and craftsmanship. So those are the main things that are going to be graded upon very heavily. Each project will have specific criteria that you will need to meet, and final exam is going to be worth 20%, just like we have for a while now here at McCutcheon. Absent and makeup work. It is your responsibility to make up missed studio time and assignments as needed. IEP 504 and extended illnesses are always discussed in private. Please ask for a conversation as needed. Daily goals and objectives are always located in Canvas at the top of the modules. When I assign an art project, a verbal tentative due date will be given. A final due date will be assigned when the majority of the classes have finished. So as long as you're on task, you should not have a problem with that. I do not have a 10th hour class due to AM supervision. So I leave after 9th hour Tuesday through Friday. I am here Mondays due to MAV time meetings after school. As of right now, there is not a class going on in this classroom, in the ceramics classroom. So unless it changes, this room should be open 10th hour. If you have a study hall and you want to come and work, you need to ask permission first. One, I need to write you a pass. And two, I need to make sure that I'm not going to be needed somewhere else in the building to cover another teacher. Questions? If you have questions, please ask. Do not hesitate. Talk to me. I don't bite. I promise. I might have 2 dogs, but I don't bite. Okay. So that's it.